Open discussion. Open discussion. Um, First of all, I'm gonna start the open discussion with this. 1.5 million subs is the movement, so continue to share and like. Get those numbers up, man. Um, just help people with the journey and stuff. As long as you sharing and commenting and everything is helping people with the journey. So make sure you get those likes up and make sure you get those comments up as well. So, first of all, to my right, I'm going to have my hand right here. These are the list of subscribers that I've acquired over, I would say, the last month or so. So thank you to these people. Appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. This is a growth channel. Probably maybe one of the few growth channels and stuff where I'm going to be trying to, I guess, grow with you. So the more I grow, the more you should be growing because the content is going to get just better and better. So, just make sure you continue to subscribe. Or tell your friends, tell a friend. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. That way it gets far and wide. And only when the channel grows, you guys will grow. Because I don't believe in it just being me that's growing. I believe that everybody should be growing off of this content. That's the value you should be having for this. Themes. So you guys notice everything has been coming more of a theme throughout the week. I have Mondays. What do you call it? I'm sorry. Memory Lane Mondays. That's been doing pretty well and stuff. So far, I think I've been received well with that. Guys getting the chance to see behind closed doors. My family and how I interact with them, the whole grandkids, the wifey piece and stuff. I got more wifey stuff more than anything else. Definitely got more grandkids stuff coming, and then as well as my nieces and nephews, or my nieces. I haven't got my nephew yet, so those should be coming soon. So that's Monday. Tuesday. So here's how it's been. It's been Transparency Tuesdays. That has changed. It's not going to be Transparency Tuesday anymore. It's going to be, that Transparency Day is going to be moved to Thursday. So what's happening on Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Now you're probably like, Taco Tuesday, where you're going to be eating tacos on the video and everything. Taco Tuesday stands for the Acronym Creative Opus. So what that is I'm basically going to now start featuring, well, I already featured my poetry on my site, or my channel, I mean, but I'm going to be a little bit more deeper with it. So I'm going to give you on Tuesday the word of the day, and it's going to be an acronym, and the acronym stands for a poem that I wrote, and I'm going to, read the poem, and I'm going to talk about my feelings on the poem or the feelings of this acronym. So be looking for that on Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is basically weekly win Wednesday. So I been, for the most part, getting very little reception on that day. I just asked you guys if you guys have any wins that you're having. It could be something small, it could be something big. I don't care. You complete a book, you walked around a block for a whole week that you said that you wasn't going to do and stuff, but now you're doing it and everything. I don't, it's a win. You're exercising. You got a promotion on your job. You found another job. I mean, anything that you would consider a win. It's about progress. It's about seeing the wins of others and stuff and how that makes you feel. And then I'll let you guys in on my wins. I haven't really been sharing too much, but I'm going to start sharing. But I think it's fair that if I share, you should share as well. So that's Wednesday. Thursday I already covered. Transparency Thursday now. So Transparency Thursday is what it is what I've been doing. If you haven't seen none of the videos, I do have the playlist. I'm going to put right here in my hand, or I'm going to point at it. Basically, you'll see a video pop up and everything. Go to my playlist and stuff. I'll share stuff, my finances, my me wanting to not be here anymore, my journey about that. That stuff is gonna be on there. My struggles, stuff that I'm going through and stuff. So you guys don't think I'm just on here like I'm super together and like I got this ultimate poise, like I ain't fucked up in my life or nothing. So that's what you'll find on me on Thursday. Friday, that would be today because today's Friday. I do not have anything for Friday. Maybe what I would do for this day is me following people. It'd be a follow Friday. As I've been saying for the longest time, and I have yet to do it. I'll probably do it tonight, starting tonight. I'm gonna let you know who I'm following. So I do follow a lot of people that give me kind of the motivation to do this. I'll share my video. So I'm probably gonna do that today. I'll do it today. I got a lot of stuff to do this afternoon or this evening. But I will share that content with you so that way you can kind of see who I listen to and who motivates me. I'll share one of their videos or whatnot. Saturdays, you already know it's social commentary Saturdays. Social commentary Saturdays is me kind of talking about the culture. Now, obviously, I've been doing a lot of hip hop because of this whole thing with T.I. and 50 Cent and now Papoose and everybody else and stuff. So I know people are probably like, well, you don't care about anything else besides that. I will start covering other things and other topics that pertains to what we talk about on this channel. I just started with that because that's just so when someone mentioned that I have my opinion, it's just like instantly like, oh my God, like I start spilling about stuff because like the main thing was the whole 50 Cent saying something about Tiny, who is T.I.'s wife. That sparked the whole no women, no children, protect your family, protect your village, because you guys know I've been doing these enforcing legacy. So I automatically jumped all over that. But I mean, I'll talk about other stuff. I mean, if you guys want me to start talking about the war that's going on overseas, the Iran thing. Personally, I already told you in the video, I don't necessarily care about that shit, because to me it's depressing, it's disturbing. But if you want my opinion on it, or at least how I feel, like I already did a video and I can always regurgitate that into a long form video where I talk about it. I already kind of stated about sweeping other people's porch, how I feel. I translate that to the war that we're involved in and everything. But I can go deeper if you want me to. If you want me to do that, put something down in the comments for it. But other than that, it'll be just topics that I like. I'll talk about how they're saying masculinity is toxic. I'll talk about more relationship stuff, with actual people, celebrities, and kind of bring that into the fold so that way you have something, a context to, base it off of. And then Sundays, I don't have anything for Sundays. And then every day is the question of the day. You guys know that. I give you my food for thought. I've kind of like spaced that out where I don't do it every day because a lot of times I don't have anything on my mind. Well, at least not like where I feel like sharing. And unfortunately, I try to keep some stuff private, but I don't share everything. But there's some topics that I could, I guess, or better yet, the content of the food for thought can be more what's on your mind. What do you want to talk about? So that way I can at least get something out there every day on that. Is there something on your mind that you want to talk about? And then we can turn that for the day as a topic or something. But other than that, the theme thing has been going pretty good. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud that that's actually kind of creating a format to base myself off of, because now I feel my channel is getting more flooded with content because there's stuff to talk about now. Because not to say that I didn't have anything to talk about, but I don't want to sit up here and act like I got it all figured out and like I'm the expert and like I got just this open library of stuff I want to talk about, because I really do believe that there's certain things that, maybe you believe it, but maybe you don't want to put it out there to people because maybe people will look at you like, what are you talking about? I'm lost. I don't want to lose people on here. So I want to kind of try to keep things kind of themed a little bit so that way it's easier for me to kind of share my content a little bit more as opposed to me just rambling off like, oh, today's topic is my wife got on me about the toilet seat. Why do I leave the toilet seat down as opposed to up, or some shit like that, and then trying to get you guys to understand why my logic is that and why she don't like that and whatever. It's like I don't want to be on here just rambling some dumb shit. So I'm about stuff that's gonna create value and that's gonna push the narrative and the conversations forward. So anyway, that's that for themes. I think the only other thing I have is just guys, make sure you're chiming in. Let me know, because I guess the more you guys interact with each other. Interact. I want to see you guys interact with each other in the comments. I mean, because you guys are not interacting, the conversation seems like it dies and stuff with that. If you see somebody's comment, they're talking about, like, when I think it was one time I asked, who are the 3 people who influenced you? A lot of people say, oh, my wife, my grandfather, my grandmother, whatever. And and I said, oh, okay, I went in and chimed in. I said that's a good 3 people. Well, why? I ask, and then they give me an answer, or maybe they don't give me an answer. But I almost feel like if you ask, say, hey, I didn't have my grandmother, what would you say was something that you learned from your grandparents? I didn't have my grandparents, I didn't grow up with my grandparents or something. Then they might like, well, they taught me about, respecting our history and our lineage and whatever, tradition and all of that. Just, I don't know, you start a conversation with them, then I might jump in and chime in, and then it becomes a 3-person conversation as opposed to a 1, 2, like I'm talking to you, but you're talking to me, or maybe you don't talk to me, or maybe you feel like, oh, I don't necessarily want to hear your answer. But maybe somebody in the comments might spark them to say, well, I want to chime in on that. Yeah. Blah, 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 whatever the conversation is. So interact with each other. Don't be shy. Everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has questions. Everybody has their own form of answer. I just don't want you guys being on my comments being disrespectful to each other. So just respect each other. I'll respect everybody, and we can have a nice little conversation. Turns into a table talk. But other than that, I would say that is it. Again, 1.5 million subs is a movement. Get those numbers up. We can, share this journey together, and we can grow as a community. Yeah, that's it. Stay blessed, stay intentional, and stay dangerous. Catch you on the next one.